All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to Daily Update on 1000 Day Challenge. This is day 538, so let's get things started. All right, so once again, like what I mentioned as a drop in terms of the main trading account setup, I went for a long recently and I closed, I think, 1 or 2 days ago. So it's been updated and reflected based on that. Nothing to be too much of a concern about. I did currently in a short position for Ethereum and Bitcoin, but potentially they look to be going to be closing a loss, but I'll still be sticking to a trade because they meet the requirements in terms of my main trading account setup itself. All right. Otherwise, if you look into the market itself, so US market is looking a little bit weaker yesterday itself. We have a much deeper pullback, but overall on the daily chart, we still looks to be healthy. And even if we do breach the 200-day simple moving average itself, bear in mind that we actually has been relatively extremely bullish for the longest time. So actually shift towards the downside momentum for short term may not be actually a bad thing, and will still be relatively healthy. So over here, we're still maintaining over here extremely strong on the S&P 500. So for Nasdaq wise, similarly to me, even though we break over this range itself, we still lean towards the strong side because it's very strong distinct low over here. So very much double bottom could still be in play. And you can see previously we actually didn't break over the 150 simple moving average one time, two time, third time, and when they say the third time or the fourth time is typically the charm to break, and true enough it did. So overall, nothing to be too much concerned about because ever since the April or the March period of 2020, we haven't even retested here. So it's definitely a good time that we actually retest this as soon as possible. So we do need some sort of a bounce. So basically, to me, moving averages are basically like trampoline itself. So the more you use the trampoline, the more likely it is tend to break, especially if you have a weak trampoline itself. But of course, when trampoline is not used for a very long time, it also means that it's good to revisit it once in a while because it also does give a strong bounce if we do hit the right level of trampoline and people do come in to be willing to buy. So yeah, that's definitely something to take note. So on the other hand, for AHR, like I mentioned, it's relatively flat, nothing to be concerned about. As long as we stay above the $36 and remain above it, to me, it's still relatively consolidation phase, no clear direction in play. And for K-pop itself, it's still looking a little bit weak, like what I mentioned. I want a sharper V-shaped bounce. It seems that it's not happening, but still a decent bounce seems to be taking place. So hopefully we can actually break over here with strong moving momentum itself. It could be a one-off or two-off kind of news if we actually trigger this reversal in terms of a bullish or bearish momentum. The bullish momentum that could very much take things turn around very quickly itself. All right, and then for Bitcoin itself, so definitely we do trend towards a bearish momentum over here, but I'm not to say that even if we do currently am bouncing on a forward chart, that does not necessarily mean that we'll actually just trend all the way towards the upside. So personally, I do not mind trending towards the upside simply because I'm still in the long-term hold of Bitcoin itself. And if there is further drop, then I'll be very keen to buy in terms of a discount for a short period of time. So nothing to be too concerned about. So overall, if you look in terms of 2 years, 3 years, or 5 years down the road, I do see Bitcoin higher than where it is right now. It could be bare minimum. It could be, I wouldn't use the word bare minimum. It could be as high as 50K. I mean, it could be as high as 100K, 200K, or even higher. Of course, it could also be lower from where it is right now, but I'm definitely leaning towards the high side simply because I'm a believer in terms of how Bitcoin is being run and the potential behind itself. Bear in mind that there definitely will be a lot more altcoins doing way better than Bitcoin itself. So it really depends on your risk to reward setup or how your risk appetite is. Yeah. So otherwise, if you look into a forward chart, I'll still be sticking this trade as long as you do not close above here region. I'll still be sticking this short side trade. So if we have some noise over here, we attempt to break it, and then we fail, we can still drop below. Otherwise, right now I'm just remaining rather neutral and see how things goes. With that said, I've come to the end of today. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop by your comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.